And we're back. Thanks again for joining me for another Adobe Illustrator tutorial. This is the One Will Focus. Again, you guys can catch up with me on Instagram. You can see some of the work that I'm doing, things that I'm managing at the One Will Focus. My new website is theonewillfocus.com. And if you have questions or anything you may want in terms of new tutorials or videos, you can email me at theonewillfocus.com. Now, I may not be able to get to everyone, but I will try. If I don't feel like I've overlooked your email, I probably read it, but just was unable to respond at the time. But I do take everything into consideration. But again, if you have any questions or anything that you're interested in course-wise, please feel free to contact me. So, moving forward, in our last tutorial we discussed thumbnailing, which basically sets your image up for the layout and the positioning of your characters, and we want to move on from actual thumbnailing to a sketch. Now, what you do with a sketch is you basically take one of your thumbnails that you feel is best suited for the type of image you're trying to portray, and then you hash that out by sketching it out at a larger scale. Thumbnails should be very, very small, and then you should crank out a lot of them so you get an idea at least of one that you may like, or a combination of elements from several thumbnails, and then you bring them into a regular sketch. Now, once you've gotten your sketch up, and I'm going to combine this with what I would normally do as a separate tutorial, is you want to tighten that line work up. Now, if you look here, I've tightened the line work up for my sketch. I picked a forward-facing illustration, and then I went around and I actually tightened up all the line work on the edges just how I want it. Now, I didn't want a complete figure, I just wanted to focus on his face and the way he looks. One of Frieza's biggest, I think, well-known features is the way that he frowns and or makes faces at the people he's fighting and or displeased with. So that's why I chose this particular look. Once you've tightened up your sketch and you have it to the point that we have right here, then you're going to be ready to bring it into Adobe Illustrator. But you want to make sure that you're solid on the sketch that you have, because this is the single most important part of your development process. Once you have your illustration or your sketch down, it has to be solid because you're building upon that core. This is your foundation. It's like building a house. If your house has a weak foundation, the structure itself is not going to be able to hold up. So the things we're going to build upon from here are not going to be solid. It's only going to be as solid as your initial sketch, your initial tighten line work. So go through, make sure you're happy with it, tighten all your lines up, and then when we get into our next tutorial, we'll talk about actually developing lines in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you guys. Again, you can catch me online on Instagram at theonewillfocus, and my website is theonewillfocus.com. And then if you have any questions, you can email me, theone@theonewillfocus.com. Okay, so I look forward to seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Take care.